Rochdale 13 with Alan Kilshaw. First off, you've told Rochdale 13 that your squad's now complete. Are you pretty happy with how it's shaping up?
Yeah, really pleased with what we've done in the market and that we've been able to attract the quality players that we've attracted. You know, the type of players who are coming in. You know, will all add something to the squad. A couple of young lads in there as well. Those two aside, everyone else coming in are established championship players, good quality players, and they'll add a lot to the group. So yeah, really pleased with the squad, with the size of the squad and the depth in the positions. We wouldn't ever rule out bringing in people if they became available, but generally want to stick with a consistent squad this year. Last year we weren't able to do that with obviously I came in a bit later, and quite a lot of the players were already here, but we made some changes along the way and a couple of loans along the way. But if we can, we want to stay with that squad from November all the way through.
And you've signed some real quality players, the likes of Gary Middlehurst, Lewis Palfrey, Rob Massam, Miles Greenwood. You've said that everybody will bring something to the group. How good is it now to have players like that in our squad?
Yeah, again, it's a side there that we can be very confident, in achieving success with. There's some well established players you mentioned, and then you've got Gav Benyon who played for me in Australia. He played Queensland Cup and he's just done a season at Halifax in the Championship. He's a real coup. Jake Eccleston's come from Halifax as well, a centre, with lots of speed. Rob Massam, as you mentioned, players like that to go alongside the players that we brought in last year. Your Chris Riley's, your John O'Smiths. It's a very exciting group. There's lads there who really performed last year. Especially those lads in the forwards. Warren, Samir, Joe, Matty Adam, Benny Moores. Danny Yates. So we've got a really well balanced squad. A squad that I believe will be able to play an attractive brand of rugby, week in week out, and we'll underpin that with our a defensive attitude, that aggressive attitude. It's a big pack, and it's a two really quality half backs, and then it's well balanced in the backs with a lot of speed. So we're more than happy with the business we've done, and just looking forward to getting on the training part now and starting with pre-season.
And obviously as players come in, players have to go the other way. There's some really experienced players that have been at the club a while that have had to go. Were there difficult decisions that have to be made?
Yeah, definitely. I think it's always difficult letting players go after a season of success. We just won a final and we've been champions. It'd be a lot easier, if we'd underachieved. Some players we've let go played really well for us in League One this season. Each player situation was different. Some we were letting go because we felt it was the right time for him to leave the club. Other players we couldn't guarantee them that week in week out football they need to play, whether that's because they're 22, 23 or because they're 30, 31 and they need to be playing week in week out. So sentiment doesn't get you results, and we're very grateful to every player who puts on the Rochdale Hornets shirt, whether they play one game or they play 6, 7 seasons, and we wish them, we do wish them well, and we do care about them and how they go in the future, and hopefully they'll play well for their respective clubs, but maybe not when they play against us.
And you've touched on it just then. Your pre-season plans obviously will return to Padgate as part of our dual reg partnership, and obviously there's the partnership with Hotwood Hall, where details of that will come more prominent in the coming weeks. Are you excited to get going?
Yeah, definitely. It's good that we're going to have that session in Rochdale, a couple of sessions a week in Rochdale. We'll use Hotwood Hall as a base there before Christmas, mainly on Tuesday nights, but it's got a good bespoke gym there that their rugby academy use, and then obviously we've got the 3G facility there, so world class facilities there. And then obviously at Padgate again, which was a big draw for the players, but training that barn and the gym there, our training won't be affected by the weather at either venue. And it's good to have that local partnership with Hotwood, and it's something that we see that we can develop further. Lads are back in officially on the 5th, and then we'll start our training on the 8th of November. And it's a shorter pre-season really, because once January kicks in we'll have friendlies and we start our season the first week in Feb. So this block of training before Christmas is really important for the group, that we do it the ground running and we're ready to go following the festive season.
And just on another note, you've kept your coaching staff from last season, with the exception of Ryan Gibney. Did you put that as a priority in nailing down the coaches ready for this season, as well as the players?
Yeah. Look, those conversations started pretty early. We want to be consistent. We've got a great, coaching staff there, backroom staff. Rami's role will change a little bit. He's going to take on that player welfare, but he'll still chip in with some coaching. Obviously, Jason and Paul, outstanding coaches in their own right, and brought a lot to us last year. Wordy doing the analyst role as well, and then the medical in Brian, Alison, Amy, and Sammy. So everyone having a consistent staff is really important, because we're trying to evolve, and a lot of the stuff we did last year we will do it next year, but we'll just improve on that, and we'll evolve what we're doing. And it's good to have that consistency. We all work well together, and it was important that we did that. But on your support staff, if we'd never stand in the way, if roles came and head coach roles, if that's what they wanted in the future. But it's great that we're all together, and we're going to have a crack at the championship together this season.
And just on a final note, news came out this week of the Summer Bash. Fixtures were confirmed. We'll take on Oldham in the first game on the Saturday. Are you excited about that?
Yeah, definitely. I think we all looked on with envy last year. We were watching. Now I certainly watched. Both days. It's great that the club will be on telly. Our sponsors will get showcased out there to a national audience. Our players will. Our staff, our support to play Oldham. I think we'd play Oldham every week if we could. The support, people to come and turn out and watch them, and it'll be a difficult game. We play Oldham 3 times next year. Potentially 4 with the Law Cup. And that's before we even look at Super 8. So, it's probably the team will play the most, and it'll be a difficult challenge. But it's great that we're at Blackpool, and it'll be a good weekend for everyone involved.
Cheers, Alan.